Up first this evening, Jamaica and Trinidad will be working more closely to boost national and regional response to crime and violence, even as CARICOM puts pressure on the United States to stem the flow of illegal guns.
The update came at a joint press conference today as Prime Minister Andrew Holness visits Trinidad and Tobago as part of its independence celebrations. Andrea Chisholm has the details.
A spike in weapons being smuggled into Haiti and the rest of the Caribbean forced U.S. authorities in mid-August to speak out against the illicit trade. U.S. authorities promised to boost efforts to stem the flow of illegal guns, which have contributed to gang violence and rising crime in the region. For Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, that declaration was not by accident.
That is something which we had to impress upon the United States as CARICOM, that you cannot turn a blind eye to us, where every CARICOM country is in this predicament, and your suppliers and your diaspora people can just flood us and we just get the results of it.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness says Jamaica and Trinidad will also continue to share information regarding threats to national security while increasing surveillance.
The challenge, of course, is managing what I call enterprise crime, criminal gangs whose sole purpose is to infiltrate state organizations, corrupt institutions, and use that power that they gain to facilitate illegal trade, whether it is narcotics coming through the trade routes from South or Central America, or human trafficking, or uncustomed goods, fake and imitation goods. All of those are part of the domain of the enterprise crime, and we need to pay close attention to that.
Mr. Holness also admits that Jamaica lacks the institutional capacity to deal with violence. The country has been grappling with intimate partner violence, family violence, violence in schools, and poor conflict resolution skills. Having formed the National Commission on Violence Prevention, Mr. Holness says new legislation is required to also focus on the trauma being experienced by victims.
So we tend to want to focus on the perpetrator of the violence, less so on the victim and what they suffer. And so we will have to build out an entire articulated structure of the psychologists and the social workers and the other support mechanisms to treat with the victims so that they don't go on to produce perpetrators. So we break the cycle. And that's an entirely new system that we will have to enhance and create.
Andrea Chisholm, TVJ News.